Some of my onions have started throwing up scapes, which basically means it's going to seed, just like with the garlic. Here they are. And side note, look at these gladiolas. If you remember it, I planted them last year and they are just giant this year. So some of my onions have started falling over and a few of them are throwing up scapes, which typically means that the onions are basically ready to harvest. And I was like, that seems way too early. And I checked last year's journal and it did say I harvested June 22nd. But I checked this year's journal and I planted these March 1st. Last year I planted them like March 20th or something. So really it's right on track. First, I'm gonna pull off that scape, and you can use these as like green onions if you want to. Look at this one. See, this is where it would flower. It looks like I'm going to have onions of all shapes and sizes. We have been getting a lot of rain, but really the soil feels pretty dry. You don't want to harvest them when the soil is really wet because then it might not cure well, which means it might not store well. And you can move the soil away from the base of the onions to help airflow get in there better and help dry everything out. These outer leaves are dying, so that's good. That's basically like the shell of our onion. Part of me wants to wait a little bit longer and see if they get bigger, but then the other part of me knows that they're really probably about done growing. Look at this little baby onion. I did pickle all the really tiny onions last year and they were actually like really good. All the ones I grew from plants are so much tinier than the ones I grew from sets. I may wait until they all fall over. I didn't do that last year, but I really just haven't decided yet. I know there is still time though. But I did harvest strawberries today. I'm pretty much putting them all in the freezer at this point until I have enough to actually make like a batch of jam.